Okay. I figured something out about my allergies this morning.
Mhm.
It's not allergies. I mean, I might have some allergies, but I normally don't wear like eye makeup during the week unless I'm going out somewhere. So
Mhm.
if I'm working from home, I don't put any makeup on.
Mhm.
And I don't have a problem with the sniffles. And I'm like, every time we get ready to do the podcast, I'm like, oh my God, why is it just happening when we're doing, why am I getting the sniffles right before the podcast? It's my makeup. I think it's my makeup. I think
Ooh.
I'm allergic to the makeup. So I got to start look for like a vegan or organic
Oh, that's going to
brand.
be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love vegan organic makeup products. I get
Oh,
them. I
you,
get them.
they do have them then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can go to Sprouts. They have them at Sprouts.
What?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
At a grocery store.
Hey.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Set up yet. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone
Oui, oui.
or tablet.
Excuse me.
Yes.
That's my smart. It keeps saying that. And I don't know why. It's just like in the last few days, it keeps telling me your device isn't set up yet. And I'm like, that's right, because I don't want you listening to me. So chill out.
Right.
It must think I don't know what sets it off. I don't know, whatever. It's kind of creepy though.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm sitting in the family room, we're talking and then Google comes on. I didn't hear you. It's like, okay, I don't know that I called for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't talking to you.
I know. That's because we weren't talking to you. This is an
Right?
A-B conversation. So see your way out. Oh,
That's fascinating.
yeah,
Fascinating.
they're all listening though. Every device is listening. I've come to accept that, when you give like apps, all the apps on the phone, especially TikTok and any of the social media, you have to give them, if you want to post things, you have to give them permission to access your microphone and all that. So I'm like,
Right.
whatever. Like if you
Yeah.
get your jollies off of listening to me talk to myself, fine, go for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Mhm.
They'll move on because, some of the conversations are not all that, informative for them.
Right. Like, oh my God, she's boring.
You're right. No. Anyway.
Yeah.
We had, how was your week? Any great epiphanies this week?
I did have the one, that strategy that I sent you about
Yes.
connecting a thought, excuse me, a issue or a problem in life. If there's something in your life that you don't like, and connecting it to the thought that you're having,
Yeah.
that we're having, and
Yeah.
working your way through. And that to me is, that is going to be like a gasoline on fire strategy. That'll be my go-to strategy. I think that is the most direct and quickest way to
Yeah.
change thinking,
Yeah.
to change the thinking. So I'm still, like expanding on it in my notes and everything, but.
So you went over it with me a little bit earlier this week. It was, you write down what the thought is.
What the issue is.
What the issue is, right?
Yeah.
What the issue is. And then
what the thought is attached to it.
That's it. Then comes the thought that's attached to it.
Because we know our thoughts create our realities, good or bad. So there's always a thought attached to it, or thoughts.
And then you change the thought. You change that thought into something that's more productive for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You flip it. But to actually connect whatever, is frustrating someone or angering them, or whatever situation it is that's causing a negative reaction, and then go in and connect it to the thoughts that are creating that. And I'm like, wow. And then flip side, if there's something really cool and great that you love in your life, a situation, something that really makes you happy, connect the thought processes to that, what brought that about in your life, and then amplify and multiply those thoughts so you can bring more of that into your life.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Thoughts are, it's so amazing, because I had the realization last night that we are all like I got that we are all connected. Like we all came from the same place. We're connected to nature. We're connected to the sidewalks. We are all connected. because
Mhm.
I wonder, if people realize that we all came from the same place. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that is so amazing. That's so
Yeah.
amazing how just this one consciousness or reaction just created all of this, and we came from all of that.
Yeah.
And I think if people really knew that, it would just change our world,
Yeah.
because we would walk around knowing that we were connected to each other and that we were all the same. We look different because we're individuals, and that was I called you about that epiphany. I realized there's like only one of me. Like, out of the billions of people on this planet, there's like, I am the only one that's me.
Yeah. That's right. Ever. That were ever
Ever.
was or ever will be. That's right. That's right.
That's just mind blowing when you
Yeah.
think about that. Like, you can walk around so confident, just knowing that nobody has your gift. Nobody is
Right.
you. You are you, you know?
That's right.
And
Valuable. So valuable.
that sprung out of that Steinfeld um, little clip that I sent you about how to handle rejection.
Oh yeah.
This,
It's hilarious.
and she's like, I don't think we should see each other anymore. And he's like, okay, somebody else will come along. Somebody else.
She's
All
like,
right.
what?
Right? She's like, yeah. What else did he say? He's like, yeah, somebody else will come along. And it's been really nice hanging out with you for this little bit. And then, good luck to you.
Mhm.
And he walks away.
And like, she's shocked,
She's shocked.
She doesn't know how to react to it.
So love that.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice to have that feeling like, yeah, all right, well, something else will come along.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. It's all good.
Let's go on with the flow.
Yes.
Yeah. Going with the flow. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm walking around a little different today,
Mhm.
as a result of just knowing, if that I am the only one.
That's right. That ever will be.
And so this week, the question has been, okay, so since I'm the only one, what is my superpower?
Mhm.
What's my gift? What is my role in this world? What am I to bring in this world? And so that has been the question. So just not thinking any thoughts, just waiting for the other voice
Mhm.
to download and come in.
The authentic voice.
The authentic
Yeah.
voice to come in.
Because we
to
can't
tell
really
me.
know that until we get the programmed self out of
Yes.
the way. Yeah. And get to the authentic self. We're not going to know our passion. We're just going to do what we've been programmed to think
Yeah.
that we want to do.
Yeah.
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 So
I'm sure I texted you about, I don't know what did I say to you? Let me see what I texted you, because it was, oh my gosh, I had so much going on this week in my brain. It was so awesome. All right, so I texted you something. Try and identify the thoughts. Man, boy, we really go at it, don't we?
I know. I know it.
We're like, anyway, I have to find what I sent to you, because it was just, I was like, let's just find my. We were talking about, I was saying that everything was hard. Remember, I said I live my life
Struggling. Why does everything have to be a struggle or something?
why does everything have to be a struggle?
Mm-hmm.
Why does everything have to be hard? And when I've done jobs and I go to work, and it was all hard. And it's like, why? Because I was programmed that, when you're little, they say to you, you got to work hard. You got to work hard to get anything in this life. You got to work hard. And so that's what I've done my whole life.
Yeah.
Working hard, even doing crap that I didn't want to do, jobs I didn't want to do, jobs that didn't make me happy. And so I said to you, oh, I did that. I did the work, the hard work, did the hard, because I felt that if I wasn't doing it, I was not justifying my existence here.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt my whole life felt like I had to justify being here. And in order to do that, I needed to work hard.
Yeah.
I needed to just prove myself,
Prove your worth, that you're worthy
prove my worth.
of
Exactly.
being here. Yeah.
And I said to you, I'm literally, I think I said to you, I'm done. Me justifying my existence through hard work. Me feeling like I have to justify being here. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
And so, maybe lots of people walk around feeling like they have to justify their existence.
I think so. It just comes out in so many different ways, but yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm worthy of, and fill in the blank, trying to prove that.
So I've decided, of course, I started this process a while ago, the whole ease thing, but I'm really going heavy into ease because it doesn't have to be hard. Doesn't have to be hard. Life can be so easy.
When the reason why it's hard is because when we're trying to prove our worth, our value by working hard or whatever it is that we're trying to do, we've gone into an external state and we're trying to prove it to whoever person outside of us.
Right.
And that's what makes it a struggle and what makes it hard. Yes. Because we're trying to prove ourselves to others. But if we bring that in internally and like, hey, I know that I'm worthy just because there's never be another one like me ever. And, I'm valuable and I'm meant to be here and all of that. Then I think, so like, there's nothing wrong with working hard. And I think the thing is that when you're pursuing your passion, it's not a struggle. Right. It's not hard. I was up until 9 o'clock last night and I didn't want to stop then, but I made myself working on trying to get this online course, I'm like so close to finishing it. Right. Not a struggle at all. It's I could have gone on all night, like binging on Netflix, in other words. When we follow our passions, we're putting in, some people do it. Sometimes will put in like a lot of work and it initially, but it doesn't even feel like work. It's not a struggle to it at all. It's ease. It's easy to do what you love, but we have to pull that back into an internal state. As long as we're looking outside of ourselves for someone's approval or validation, right? And then doing whatever it is they say we have to do to prove it, then it is gonna, you could have the best job in the world making, a 6-figure income or more. It's still gonna feel like struggle. It's not going to bring you
if you're not feeling good doing it.
Right.
Yeah. And there are many people that come to the realization this isn't doing anything for me, this isn't making me happy, and they leave and they go find what makes them happy.
I think like our parents' generation, they were, and before them, then they were very loyal to they had been so programmed. They were, it was like a characteristic that you would want to develop. You're proud of it. I'm loyal to the company and all of that. But now this younger generation, I love them because they said just what you said. It's like, if they don't like, and they're really feeling it now, they leave.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like,
They're like, I think
I-
people across the world are like feeling that.
Mhm.
I think there's a shift happening because, even I heard in the airline industry where there are shortages, staff shortages, and people are like, no,
Yeah. Not
like they're
doing it.
like, no, I'm not doing that. I so
Yeah.
love that.
Because you
I
said,
love that.
at what cost? Do you remember you told me
At-
that this week? At
yes,
what
I did.
cost?
At what cost? What is the cost of you going day after day after day doing something that you absolutely, that to your core just feels awful, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
And if you have to go into a job where you have to adjust yourself to get yourself pumped up, to go there, to get yourself to, talk yourself through it, talk yourself into it, talk yourself, hey, it's gonna like really, then what's the cost?
Yeah.
What is the mental cost? What is the cost to your spirit?
A lot.
It's a,
I mean, it's a soul crusher. Yeah.
and you're wasting. Yeah, all right. I won't say you're wasting your time because there is a lesson in that and you get
Yeah.
something out of it. But it's time spent that you could be doing something that really turns you on,
Yeah.
do you know?
Exactly.
So, and I love that TikTok you sent about time. How did you send me
Which one?
something about time? How time does not exist?
I probably did. We send so many
Yeah, I know we
TikToks.
do.
I lose track. I don't know, but I probably did.
I find that there are no words for when the clock was invented. I mean, before clocks,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
before clocks, there was just what's time.
We went with the flow. We
I
followed the
know.
seasons naturally. We
Yeah.
followed the time, the sun, we did our work while the sun was up and then went to sleep when the sun went down.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're much more in tune with the rhythm of the earth, I think.
exactly. The rhythm. I love that word.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh man. Can you imagine going through life just following the rhythm of life?
I think we're getting there. I mean, I think that's
Mhm.
part of the deprogramming and getting back. And I know the more that I do it, I was thinking about that this morning, actually. I was laughing at myself because in January, so last year I had this, I created those like little educational workbooks, practice
Mhm.
workbooks for kids. And that was like the seed that planted everything else since, and I had so much fun doing it.
Mhm.
But that's not like my passion
Mhm.
for just doing those. So then I did the journal, but in January,
Mhm.
my cat always comes down once we start the downstairs, once
Oh,
we start the podcast, she wants to be a part of
of course.
it. I had all these plans in January. I'm like, okay, I have this project. And then when this is done, I'm going to do this. And then when that's done, I'll do this. I had 3 and then planned out really to next year to 2023, which I still kind of have a vague idea of what I want to do in 2023.
Mhm.
And what I'm doing now looks nothing like,
Wow.
I mean, it's not that it looks nothing like, it's grown from that and morphed and changed
Mhm.
and even better than what I had originally planned back in January. And what I've done is gone with the flow. So I've
Yeah.
let it just unfold and become as it wants to. And I was anyway, so I was thinking about it this morning. I'm like, wow, I really do trust that. The flow of life, going with the flow.
Oh,
I really, really do trust that because
yeah.
it does become better just
Yeah.
to let it develop and grow. And it just is like a sense of ease. It gives, like you always talk about, going with the flow gives me such a sense of ease.
Now that I think about it, I think I've kind of always lived that. I don't plan anything. I never I don't plan things. I really don't. I will go and just see what happens.
Okay.
I'm
I am a planner. I have
oh
to say
yeah.
that. I'm a planner, but if things change, I've
Yeah.
learned to go. I'm like, oh, okay. But I like,
Right.
I do, for me, I just like to have them start. I think it's a teaching thing. When you
Yeah.
teach, I'm planning for 30 little souls, or in
Yeah.
every class. So not little,
Yeah.
they're high school, but you have to plan.
Interesting. Yeah,
And-
that's true.
In fact, you
That's
have
true.
a planning period built into your day every day. So
Yeah,
you have to do it. But yeah.
that's true. But
Um,
I love just wondering what's going to happen. Um, like what's going to happen today? Like how's it going to go today?
yeah.
And maybe I should direct it a little more to say,
Not should.
oh,
If you want to, then you can
yes,
choose it. Yeah. Because
yeah,
should is
maybe,
external.
yes,
Okay.
maybe I can choose how I want my day to feel and choose what I would like to, what I would desire to have happen during the day.
Hmm.
I could do that. I guess that's kind of like planning.
Yeah. I mean, I
You
think
know?
especially like in the beginning and we're trying to rein in and like harness and control our minds or whatever, I think it
Mhm,
does take planning. You
mhm,
like for
mm,
me anyway, I'm like, okay, I plan to do my affirmations in the morning and then at night I'll do my visualization, and I have to plan it that way, but eventually it'll run on automatic. But if like you called me in the
mhm.
morning and said, oh my God, can we meet for coffee? I've got this great news or what I need to talk to you about. I'm okay to like set that plan aside and go with the flow.
Right.
So that's what I mean, like kind of a
Okay.
balance between planning and but then
Right.
going with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. I'm just a go with the flow kind of person.
Yeah.
I don't plan too much.
Oh my God. Sorry. Did you hear that?
You okay? Yeah, I heard that.
Like, my cat's like running up the stairs and running around.
Uh,
She's got like a burst of energy. That's great. She's the old cat. So
that
that's
is
good to see.
great.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, you're just go with the flow kind of person. And that's so lovely too, is that we're because you're unique. There's no other Jacqueline like you. We don't want to be identical. How boring would that be?
I just love that.
Yeah.
My husband hates that. He doesn't hate. He strongly dislikes that not planning. So I'll say, let's go to Maine. I'll say, let's go to Maine and eat lobster.
Mhm.
And then let's just go up to Maine and have dinner and then come back. And he's like, no, we gotta plan that. I gotta. It's like, no, you just go.
Right.
Oh, why can't we just go?
Yeah. I think that's just personality.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just kind of like have to
Then
find
that's fine.
a happy middle, but
That's fine.
some
Well,
people are very rigid and can't do that. Yeah.
you know what the happy middle is for me. I was like, okay, well, I'm going.
Yeah. That's right.
That's the happy middle. I'm
Yeah.
going. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. He doesn't mind that.
Yeah.
He's all right with that because he knows me. So,
Mhm.
because once I get a thought in there, it's like, it's not going anywhere until it's satisfied. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and that's okay. I love me.
Yes.
I love
Very
me.
good.
Me. I love me. I'm okay.
Yes.
It's all good.
I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, because I just sent it a little while ago, but
Uh-huh.
I saw a meme or whatever, not a meme, but just a
Mhm.
quote, I guess,
Mhm.
on Instagram. And it said, I love it. I saved it. The only thing, let me read it because I love this so much. And it's true to me.
Yeah.
It's really hit me. The only thing that was ever wrong with me was my belief that there was something wrong with me.
Oh my goodness.
I love that. And it's so true. That is just like hit me as such a powerful truth. I'm like, that's right. Just the belief.
That just makes me think about the self-help industry. The self-help
Mhm.
industry makes you think that there is something wrong with you.
Yeah.
And there are thousands of books on how to fix yourself.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do too.
So read it
Ooh.
again.
It's not about fixing yourself. It's about
Uh-huh.
finding yourself.
I'm right.
That's the thing. We
love
just
it.
have to get back to that. I mean, yes, there's no fixing involved. It's just
And I'm
finding.
feeling like it's like letting yourself come forward.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
letting yourself come forward.
Mm.
I don't even know, do you really have to find yourself? Because you're already there. but just letting yourself come forward.
You
And
could
I
do it.
guess
Yeah.
it's the same. I guess it's the
Yeah.
same, you know? Oh my goodness. Read it
It's
again.
just like a perspective. I would say, are you digging in to go
Uh-huh.
find her, or are you pushing her out? So yeah, either way, what feels like right to you is the
Mhm.
perspective.
Mhm.
Because that's what is the gas on it, the gas.
I
All
love
right.
that.
The only thing, and I'll type it in the show notes. The only
Mhm.
thing that was ever wrong with me was my belief that there was something wrong with me.
That's powerful.
I know.
I'm
Isn't it?
not gonna cry. I won't cry. But yeah. And how many people walk around thinking that there's something wrong with them?
Oh, I think almost 100% of us.
I think I'm going to, and I have over 1,000 self-help books because I've been on this search for myself for at least, a lifetime.
Mhm.
And all of those books, I'm going to gather them up and I'm going to donate them.
Because they planted seeds for you, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Little, beautiful
Mhm.
things have come from some of the
Oh,
things. Yeah.
absolutely. Some of the
Yeah.
books, oh my goodness. The what is that? What is her name? Brianna Wiest.
Oh yeah, Brianna Wiest. Yeah.
The Mountain Is You.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's like wisdom. So I love that I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say you were going to throw them away, but
No.
so I
No.
love that you say you're going to donate them, because
Oh,
then
absolutely.
let that go out, because it'll, they'll
Absolutely.
get
Oh my
to other
goodness.
people. Yeah. Plant
And
that seed.
other people will get to the point where they just say, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need these anymore.
Yeah.
I'm all good.
Oh, you
Yeah.
could, you probably don't want to do it 1,000 times. Doesn't say you could do like a little note in
Uh-huh.
there, there's nothing wrong with you.
There's
Or
nothing wrong with
whatever,
you. Yeah. Right.
but anyway, but yeah.
But here you go. Yeah. But
Uh,
that is knowing that, just that title alone, The Mountain Is You.
mhm.
What a title. And what a message, the whole book. It was like, it's been me all along. It's been me all along that has been in the way
Mhm.
in my life. And the book went through where it came from, how it came about. Oh my goodness. It was life-changing
Yeah.
after reading that book, because the mountain was me.
Mhm.
And I don't know. We'll have to take it moment by moment, but there's not a lot of mountains right now in my
Yeah.
life. Do you know?
Mhm. Well, enjoy that.
I yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Enjoy
just
that.
knowing I'm like, listen, just knowing that I am like the only person. Do you know how empowering that is, to know that you are the only you in this world,
Mhm.
and that being the only you means that you have a certain gift that you bring to this world.
It's true.
And it's just it's not your job. It's just you get to choose whether you want to bring that forth to the world or not. And
That's true.
that's just empowering for me.
We are, I think what I'm learning more and more, especially one is just about the mind. It is all
Mhm.
about the mind, the thoughts, how it can just
Yeah.
controls and creates everything. But we are 100% in control of that. But
Mm.
we're programmed to focus on external things, which
Yeah.
then gives us the belief that we're not in control. And we're not in control of external things at all, but we are
Mm.
completely 100%. We can choose what to focus on. We can choose what to pay attention to. We can choose perception and where we want to be on that sliding scale. And we can choose to, what's wrong with turn what's wrong with me into what's right with me. We get to choose all of that. We are completely 100% in control of that. I wish we were in control of Zoom.
Zoom,
But we
yeah.
have 10 minutes, so that's good. At least they give us a 10-minute
Okay.
warning. That was nice.
Yeah.
I thought it said 1 minute. And so we are not helpless. We've learned to be helpless. We've been programmed to think that we are helpless, but we're not. We are so powerful and so in control. And that is really what I wish people would understand and learn. And the other thing is that that book title is so great, The Mountain Is You, but there are a lot of people that are so fearful about accepting that, about
Yes.
saying, admitting that.
Oh,
And I don't know why, because I'm like, if you're the mountain, if you
it's
realize
freeing.
that, it's freeing. And then you
Mm.
realize, oh, well, then I have the power to get rid of it.
Yes.
If I'm the mountain, then I can. And so I wish this world would look so different if we all understood
I
our
know.
true power. When you feel that, when you feel that wholeness, that
Mhm.
completeness, and that power within,
Mhm.
there's absolutely no desire to control or
Yeah,
have power over anyone else externally from you.
exactly.
That's the thing. You are so full and complete
Mhm.
that you're like, you look at everyone else as like their own separate beings and no one
Yes,
not to control or manipulate, and you give them
exactly.
space to be them. I mean, it just is, it's weird to me, but how that works, but it is once you.
Yeah. It's like, I can look at people now and say, oh, well, okay, you do you.
Mhm.
At the gas station, someone is like pissed off because someone cut in front of them or whatever. And I was at the gas station, and the guy says to me, I don't know, I'm sorry, I was there first. And I said, look, your road rage doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's all good. Your road rage, I have nothing to do with your road rage.
Yeah.
You go do you. It's all good. I love that.
Yeah. You know
Just,
what I think
yeah.
is the more angry someone is,
Mhm.
it's because the more out of control they feel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why. I mean, and
Yeah.
I'm not, when there's like injustice or something and you're fighting, you're angry about
Yeah.
that. It's a different story. But
Yeah.
yeah, but when they just get angry at, like employees or road rage or something like that for no reason. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's because they feel it's a symptom of feeling very out of control.
Yeah. Not being able to, not knowing that they do have control.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
wonder,
Mhm.
like I don't meet rude people out in public. Like I see it
Yeah.
on TikTok all the
Mhm.
time, the Karens and everything. I have
Mhm.
yet to see a Karen in the wild, in
Mhm.
real life. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
wish I would.
Mm.
But I wonder though, if we went around, I think you did send me a TikTok of that. Those people going through the drive-through and asking the kid, how are you doing? What's your life like? Or what are you
And they
struggling with
brought
or
back
whatever?
the money for them,
He needed a
he
car.
needed a car. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
that's the way we are meant to be as humans and with each other. And so one is like you talk to a person like they're a person, not just
Yeah.
somebody there to serve you and wait on you. But
Yes.
what if like our goal was to, and especially when we run into someone that's angry or whatever, is to try
Mhm.
to get them to see how powerful they are. If that anger and
Mm.
whatever is a symptom of feeling so out of control, how could we
Yeah.
help people to realize that they're actually in control of themselves? I don't know.
And too, I think for me, I think I want to live by example.
Hmm.
So if someone can, see my energy, the way I'm flowing through life, I think, and how
Yeah,
many people do we affect every day? We don't even
I
know.
don't even know.
We don't even know. Just by being our own flowy selves,
Hmm.
we don't know who we affect. So I guess, and I think that is, you know, if we stay in our lane,
Yeah.
just do us,
Yeah.
I think we can change the world.
Yeah. But I think, but part of that, and maybe that's just my personality, is
Mhm.
also the reaching out to people when you
Mhm.
see when the opportunity is there. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
approach somebody that didn't want, wasn't interested
Right.
in it or whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking about like my students, former students, and more than once,
Mhm.
myself and the other teachers in our program, we were so close to the
Mm.
students, like a family.
Uh-huh.
More than once, we've had students tell us that they were like considering suicide and
Oh,
they
wow.
had lost hope and all of that. And then they
Oh my
came
goodness.
to our program.
Yeah.
And I've had students, you told me this one time, miss, or you wrote me this note, and I have no memory of it. Like it was so nonchalant for me just to compliment them on something and then on one thing, but to them it meant like the world, but I had no idea. So it's kind of the same thing like the TikTok you sent me.
Yeah.
Those people, until they gave him the money for the car, and then he really opened up. I think he said he was thinking about suicide, didn't he?
He did. He
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
And I knew I thought that's true because I've experienced that with my students. So I think it's like a balance of definitely doing more than speaking. Actions speak louder than words. So leading by like example, like you said, but I think we should reach out to people when the opportunity is, when we feel called, when we feel called in the
When we
moment.
feel
Yeah.
called,
Just trust our intuition about
intuition. Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Check us out.
The things I know. Yeah.
Mm.
We are so powerful. We could change so much. We could change so much if enough people wake up to their power. But I got a lot of waking up to do first on myself. So I just share as I go. That's the thing. I share as I go.
We share as we go.
And I hope other people do that too. For me, I would like, I need that too. Share with me.
Yes, these are our little epiphanies.
Yeah.
Everywhere. We have it every day, and each day we are closer and closer to authenticity and closer to who we truly are. And we project that. And it's all energy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we don't even have to, we can just stand there and just emit. Emit ourselves, You
ever walked into a room and like, oh my God, the vibes in here are weird or bad, or opposite, or a person even like you're that. That's what you're talking about, that energy. We pick it up.
Yeah.
And send it out.
Pick it up, send it out, throw it back sometimes.
You know what? I wonder if anyone has ever thought that about me, like, somebody that didn't know me, and standing there thought, God, she's creepy, man. I get this bad vibe. I hope not.
No, I doubt that. I doubt that very seriously. Really. I doubt that. You do not emit that.
I don't know. I've been known to be crazy in my life, but yeah.
That's okay. Crazy is different from creepy.
Yeah, that's
true. Do not emit creepy.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to. Oh my God.
Well. Okay.
So we have about like a minute and a half.
We're good.
So I guess you want to wrap it up for the day?
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh my goodness. That was great. What? Great. Oh my gosh.
And we probably won't do another one until you get back from your voyage.
Oui. Oh my goodness.
Can't wait to hear all about that. We'll have to have a French themed podcast the next one we do.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
I may come back, I may not. Either way, I will text you and let you know. I mean, we'll have to see what happens.
Well, the good thing about go with the flow and technology, you can do the podcast from France.
Absolutely, I can. Absolutely. Well, all right.
Okay, then. Well, everyone, as always, please like, follow, comment, share. We would love to have
au revoir.
Have some, I don't know, interactions, connections with people. All right.
Absolutely.
Au revoir, mon ami.
Au revoir. Au revoir.